In this lesson, we'll be discussing about the jQuery effects. The jQuery animate method allows you to animate several properties with numeric values of CSS in a single step. In this lesson, we are going to start learning about the animate method, one of the most interesting to make effects in jQuery from the modification of CSS properties. This method, as you will see, is quite versatile because we can create many types of animations, as many as combinations of CSS attributes we can have. It basically serves to offer a list of CSS attributes with the new values to which we want to update them, and jQuery will be in charge of making that modification in a way that is quite smooth. For example, we have an element with the CSS width and height attribute with x and y values, and we want to animate them so that those attributes can have z and t values. With the animate method, we can get those attributes to pass about values to others without sudden changes, and instead to do so with a smoothed animation from one value to another. To invoke an animate method, we have to indicate a series of parameters, although only one of them will be mandatory. The list is the following: dot animate, first bracket properties, comma, third bracket duration, third bracket close, comma, third bracket animation function, third bracket close, comma, third bracket callback, third bracket close, first bracket close. Properties. This is the main parameter that must necessarily indicate and is to indicate which CSS attributes we want to update with their new values. It has to be indicated in object notation, similar to how it can be indicated in the jQuery CSS method, and it only allows the change of CSS properties that have numeric values. For example, we could change the width of an edge but not the type of border if we want it to be solid with a dotted line, etc. Because it does not have numerical values. Generously, if we do not specify otherwise, the values are understood in pixels. The new values can be indicated absolutely or even relatively with a string of type plus equal sign 50, which indicates that this attribute must be increased by 50. In the examples of this and following articles that we published in desarrolloweb.com, we will see several ways to indicate the properties to realize several animations. Duration. It is used to indicate that the duration of the animation in a numerical value in milliseconds or in a string value of characters such as fast or slow. Animation function. This animation function is used to indicate how the animation will be performed, whether softer at the beginning and fast at the end, or just as fast all the time. That is the speed with which the change of values will take place at different points within the animation. In principle, the two possible values are swing and linear. Callback. It offers the possibility to indicate a function to be executed when it has completely finished producing the effect. That is, a function that is invoked when the final value of the CSS attribute that were requested to change has been reached. In jQuery, we can make many types of animation from the animate method, which helps us to vary in a smoothed way a large range of CSS properties. Now, I do not know if you have noticed that the animate we cannot make color animations. That is, make a smoothed gradient to move from one color to another with an animation. Maybe you will never find an inconvenience in that lack of the framework, but if someday you decide to make a color animation, you'll have to type enough code to get it on your own. However, as on many other occasions, third-party plugins can save us a lot of work and engineering hours. In this case, we discussed one of the gems that will allow us to make color animations directly with the animate method that you will probably know and be familiar with. You can find a lot of plugins on the web that will save us a lot of work. The jQuery plugin that we are going to show you next is called Color Animation jQuery plugin, and you can find it in the route www.bitstorm.org/jQuery/color animation slash. The truth is that there is little to explain about this plugin because it is completely to include it in the pages, and from that moment simply use the well-known animate method. However, we do a step-by-step description of how it would be used. First, include jQuery and the plugin. We start by including the jQuery framework script and the color animation plugin. Less than sign script space src equals sign double quotation mark http://ajax.google-apis.com/ajax/libs/jQuery/1.6.2/query.main.js double quotation mark type equals sign double quotation mark text slash javascript double quotation mark greater than sign less than sign slash script greater than sign less than sign script space src equals and double quotation mark jQuery.animate dash colors.js double quotation mark type equals and double quotation mark text slash javascript double quotation mark greater than sign less than sign slash script greater than sign. Second, create the animation. Now, it's as simple as invoking an animate with the necessary parameters, which were explained in the article of that animate method. $, first bracket, double quotation mark h1, double quotation mark, first bracket, close dot, animate, first bracket, second bracket, color, colon, double quotation mark, hash, f86, double quotation mark, second bracket, close, comma, 3000, first bracket, close, semicolon. With this, we are doing that the elements h1 of the page have an animation that will last 3 seconds, in which they will happen of the color that they had defined normally until the color hash f86.